We have a house built in the 1950s and it has a dirty secret. A secret that many homes have, and one that many owners don't talk about due to shame and stigma. That dirty secret is black mould. Not only is black mould unsightly, it's really bad for your health. It's a problem that we have tried to solve in our bathroom for many years. If you're just here for the solution, it was to install an inline extractor fan, a Manrose MF100T to be exact. If you'd like a bit more information about things we'd tried and the installation of the fan, then keep watching. When we first moved into the house, the bathroom was wallpapered on the ceiling, so I presumed the paper was getting wet and causing the mould to accumulate. After removing it, I found out quite quickly that wasn't the case. I then presumed that it was the cold outer walls, and that by having cavity wall insulation installed, that would surely sort it out. Again, that wasn't the case. After these failed attempts, I came to the conclusion that the wall-mounted extractor fan and light combo, which had a pretty low extraction rate, wasn't helping. So when that stopped working, we bought an Bel-Air C4HTS, which had a higher extraction rate, but despite a slight improvement, we still suffered with black mould. It's actually the same fan as we have in our downstairs shower room, which is a very small space. It does a great job in there, but unfortunately wasn't powerful enough in our larger bathroom. Afterwards, I presumed the insulation in the loft wasn't up to scratch, which it wasn't, as it tended to be worse on the ceiling, even beading up in places when it was cold. Unfortunately again, this didn't solve the problem. After reading many forum posts and articles on the subject over the years, it was quite clear that the best place to have a fan is right above where the main source of steam is, which is generally above the shower. So when I boarded out my loft for storage, we moved the fan from the wall to the ceiling. Again, we saw a slight improvement, but it was still bad and required regular cleaning to keep it under control. When this fan finally stopped working, I decided we needed a much stronger fan. The MF100T extracted 3.5 times more volume than the one we had previously. It features a timer function which we have set to the shortest time after the light is turned off. It might be 2 or 3 minutes. The difference is night and day. If you forget to turn it on and create a bit of steam in there, like my wife and sons do, turning the bathroom into a sauna, it will clear it within minutes. The only downside is that if you're in the bath, you do feel a bit of a draft from the movement of air being sucked out of the room. The fan itself is relatively quiet. With the door shut, you don't always hear that it's on, although that probably depends on positioning and mounting. I've attached felt pads to my stand feet to try and reduce vibrations, passing through to the loft boarding and ceiling in the bathroom. Installation isn't an easy job, even with the loft boarded out like ours. Plus you've got the hassle of running a vent through the roof tiles, which I found a bit nerve-wracking, although you can route it through your eaves. Unfortunately, we didn't have enough clearance to do this. A drain trap will need installing above the vent in the bathroom and in front of the vent side of the fan itself, if it's set up like ours. This is so that any condensation that accumulates in the ducting has somewhere to leak to. We were lucky in that the overflow from our old water tank ran quite close by, so I connected the additional pipes to this. You'll also need some insulated ducting to try and minimise condensation, and a good amount of aluminium tape to connect everything together. In order to prevent sagging in the ducting and the potential problem of water building up, I mounted the fan on a wooden stand in order to get a slight incline along its length, with the help of some carefully placed strips of insulation suspended from the roof timbers. The installation uses the same cable as a standard wall extractor, although it needs connecting to an omnipole switch, as can be seen here. If you're not sure about electrics, make sure you seek guidance from a qualified electrician. Get them to check it over or install it completely. Due to the black mould spreading over the years, and it needed to be cleared down with a mix of bleach and water periodically, the paint either wore thin or became stained. Each time we had to repaint the entire bathroom. We tried different paint, from generic white emulsion to specific bathroom paints, from matte to silk. We did find that during this process that Wick's moisture resistant bathroom paint probably performed the best out of all of them. We installed our fan in November and didn't have any build-up of mould by the time these photographs were taken in June. The marks on the ceiling in these pictures are stains, so you can imagine how bad it's been at times. I was told that this is because our houses were designed for airflow due to having been built with coal fires in mind. 6 to be exact in our house. I don't know how true this is, but if you do, feel free to comment in the comments section. So to sum it up, the solution to our bathroom black mould problem was to install an inline extractor fan and route it through the ceiling above the shower. I hope this helps you find a solution to your black mould worries. After getting on top of the problem, it feels like a massive weight has been moved from our shoulders. It was such an ongoing issue which we finally have a solution for. It's probably not going to be a cheap or easy solution if you need to pay someone to come and do this, but the benefits are well and truly worth it. Let us know in the comments section what tips you have for tackling black mould, and if you have knowledge or experience that could help someone out, pop a quick video on YouTube and share with others. The more we help each other out, the better we'll all be. Thanks for watching. Please feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe and watch my other videos.